Welcome to this video. Myself Sunita, CSC Department, Gokaraju Rangaraju Institute of Engineering and Technology, Hyderabad. Today let's discuss about the parameter passing techniques or the parameter passing mechanisms. In order to pass parameters to a function, there are two ways of passing parameters to functions. In the last video, we have seen passing arrays to a function. Now here, how to pass parameters to functions. So coming to the topic, most programming languages have two strategies to pass parameters. They are passing by value and passing by reference. In the last video, I have told you how to pass array elements. We can pass array elements by value or by reference. So here in this video, we'll see how parameters will be passed by value or passed by reference. So the pass by value is also called as call by value, and pass by reference is also called as call by reference. We'll see with few examples also. Now coming to the call by value concept. In this method, calling function sends a copy of actual values to call function, but the changes in call function does not reflect the original values of calling function. Here, whenever we pass two values from the main function, the actual values will be passed as a copy to the call function. So whatever the manipulation which we have done in the function definition will not be reflected within the original values of the calling program, because when we pass by value, it cannot return multiple values back to the call function, back to the calling function. So if you see in the example here, a value 10 is assigned to A and 15 is assigned to B. We have passed these two values to the function definition. Now the control will be transferred from here to the place where this function 1 is defined. Now x holds 10 and y holds 15. Now there are some manipulations. X is equal to x plus 10 and y is equal to y plus 10. So the value of x here should be 20 and the value of y should be 35. But then the output of this program when we print within the main function is 10 and 15. So the values which are changed, the changes which are made in the call function are not getting reflected within the original values of the calling function. Now, the idea of call by reference. In this method, calling function sends address of actual values as a parameter to call function. Call function performs its task and sends the result back to calling function. Thus, the changes in call function reflect the original values of the calling function, which means we will just pass the address of the values to the call function. So the call function will attain the value at that particular address, and the manipulation will be whatever the manipulations or changes which are done within the call function will be reflected back to the main function, which is a calling function. Calling function needs to pass ampersand operator along with actual arguments, and call function need to use asterisk operator along with formal arguments. We'll now see the examples of how ampersand and asterisk is used in order to return multiple values back to the main function. Changing data through an address variable is known as indirect access, and asterisk is represented as indirection operator or dereference operator. Now, this is an example of call by reference or pass by reference. Here, we took the same example which we have seen in the call by value or pass by value. There are two parameters which are to be passed from the main function to the call function. But then here, we are passing the address of A and address of B to the call function. Now, how the call function will accept the values are using an indirection operator, which means asterisk is considered as value at the address of operator. So it is called as indirect accessing of value at the address which is being passed from the main function to the call function. So asterisk x, now the value of 10 is passed to x and the value of 15 is passed to y. Now again the same manipulation which we have seen earlier is done here. So the value of x after the evaluation of this expression will be 20, and the value of y after the evaluation of this expression will be 35. Now whatever the, even though the printf function is there within the main function, so we are now able to return multiple values back to the main function without return statement. So whenever we are using the concept of pointers, it returns directly multiple values back to the main function irrespective of the return statement. So this is the advantage of pass by reference. Now there are some C standard functions and libraries. Now we'll see few of them. Printf and scanf, the corresponding header file will be stdio.h. Sine, power function and square root function, the corresponding header file will be math.h. And string length, string copy and string comparison, the header file will be string.h. Exit function, malloc, which is a dynamic memory allocation function, and attoy, which converts a string to an integer. So all these functions will reside in stdlib.h, which is standard library header file. Is digit, is alpha, is lower, all these are considered as character test functions which resides in ctype.h header file. Now coming to this call by value versus call by reference. These are the differences between call by value and call by reference. The actual arguments are variables, constants, or expressions. The actual arguments here are addresses of variables. The formal arguments are also variables. The formal arguments are pointers here. I think we have seen the example. See here in the last point, example of function call. Simply, we will pass a normal variable to the function definition as a copy, but here we are just passing the address of A and B. So this is the main difference which we have to note. And then differences between actual parameters versus formal parameters. The parameters which we write within the function call are called as actual parameters, and the parameters which are included within the function definition are called as formal parameters. The order, number, and type of the actual arguments in the function call must match with formal arguments of the function, except for functions with variable list of arguments. If there is type mismatch between actual and formal arguments, then the compiler will try to convert the type of actual arguments to formal arguments if it is legal. Otherwise, a garbage value will be passed to the formal argument. You won't get any error, but the garbage value will be passed to the formal argument. When actual arguments are less than formal arguments, the garbage value is supplied to the formal arguments. So these instructions which you are seeing are very important. So better we need to concentrate more on these points. Changes made in the formal argument do not affect the actual arguments. So this is all about the parameter passing techniques or parameter passing mechanisms. We have seen in this video about two parameter passing techniques, which are call by value and call by reference. Hope you understood the concept. Let's meet in the next session. For now, we'll wind up the session now. Thank you.